Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Wyoming Seminary girls lacrosse. Joining us right now is the head coach, Catie Kersey. Well, Catie, let's talk about your team. Another successful season. You have some nice seniors there at Wyoming Seminary are getting out there and getting after it.
Absolutely. Most of them have been part of the varsity program since they were freshmen, and so they have just continued every year to grow and grow as leaders, as athletes. They are incredibly competitive at practice and during games, and certainly our underclassmen look to them for leadership on and off the field. So it's been fun to watch them play and certainly to see them have so much success at the start of our season.
So many things you could say about the quote-unquote Sem advantage, but the field right off the bat is an advantage, and everybody, whether it's baseball, softball, or lacrosse right now, you guys at Wyoming Seminary are pretty darn lucky.
Oh, my goodness. We are blessed with our facilities. We were able to be outside on the very first day of our season, and that has been a huge advantage for us to be able to just to play on a full field and not be stuck in a gym. And, obviously as the weather's gotten nicer, you can't find a better place to watch a lacrosse game. So we've also had some really great fan support, which only motivates our team more. As I said, we're blessed to have the facilities that we have, and we take full advantage of them.
Catie Kersey joining us here from Wyoming Seminary girls lacrosse. So let's talk about your team this year, the seniors, and tell us about the offensive scoring punch, what you're getting there on the offensive end, and you're able to score some goals to get some wins.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we have Lexi Quick, who has made a name for herself on the field hockey field as well. She'll be headed to Bucknell next year to play field hockey. She is certainly a player for us to watch. I probably shouldn't be publicizing that any more than I already do. But she is, she carries the team on her back, and she's got a lot of support down there with Madison Schweitzer and then some underclassmen as well. So we have some go-to players, but also some good balanced attackers who are able to put the ball in the net when we need it, or just maintain and manage our attack so that we can relax on attack for a few minutes, catch our breath, and then get moving again.
And then how about over on the defensive end? Do you have some experienced players there, or were there some players you had to replace from last year's team?
We are very lucky. Our defense is anchored by seniors. Our goalie, Kelly Gavin, is just stepped up in huge ways. She's actually heading to Moravian next year to play lacrosse in college, and she anchors us back there. And then our other four seniors are Katie Stemrich, Holly Dressler, Emily Gabriel, and Corinne Cunningham, and they are a tremendous unit. They're so used to working together that they know exactly where to be, when to be there, and they're incredibly aggressive. And I think that has certainly helped us in the first half of the season is to play very aggressive lacrosse, so our attack almost starts in our defensive end. Because as soon as we can get the ball out, those girls have the skills to carry it and move the ball forward into our midfield. So they are an exciting group to watch for sure.
Well, let's see, Catie. We talked about the fields. You have an advantage there. We talked about the seniors. You also have a pretty darn good coaching staff, it seems, every year that helps you.
Thank you. Thank you. I am very lucky. I mean, we have an athletic department and a school that's incredibly supportive of us. And I work with Randy Granger and Rachel Bartron, who are both helped me tremendously. Randy is great with our goalies, among other things, and Rachel keeps me sane out there when I'm screaming and yelling a little too much. But we're really lucky. Things are going our way this year, but we're getting challenged. Some of our wins have not been easy wins. We've had to play really, really well against some good teams, and so there's really exciting lacrosse out there, and even some of the new programs that, although the scores indicate that they're very lopsided, some of the newer programs have made huge steps in just a year or two. And I think that STEM is going to continue to get pushed by all of these programs, because the girls that are coming to play in them. They're not new anymore. They've been playing since they were younger. They're part of the local youth programs, and that's making a difference it makes a difference for our program, and it certainly is starting to make a difference for some of the other programs as well.
Well, you come from such an athletic family. I mean, it's great to see. I mean, your husband's a coach, you're a coach, but I'm sure it's a great shot in the arm, as you mentioned, for all these programs. And every year you see a different program getting lacrosse. You mentioned all the youth programs here in northeastern Pennsylvania. You see the progress that these teams are making. And, of course, like you said, everybody getting pushed a little bit more to try to move up on that state level. How do you foresee that when states come around this year?
I mean, it's going to help us. The more competitive assuming we make it that far, any team makes it that far, the more competitive your schedule is during season, the better prepared you are for the state tournament. And so I think, having to play some tough games, having to work on your skills, those certainly will prepare you as you move down the road. And I think also as local players start playing outside of the area on travel teams, they're also going to begin to see just how high the lacrosse is outside of this area, the level of lacrosse is, I should say. So once you see that and you want to start playing like those girls, you're going to start putting in more time and effort outside of the season. And so it only helps the program grow, and certainly our local college programs, those are also beginning to improve, and those coaches are very invested in local lacrosse. So, I think the whole system is beginning to work, and it's fun to be a part of it. And there's a lot of coaches in the area that are really committed to growing lacrosse, and it balances well both for field hockey and soccer, but also on the guys' side for football and basketball, things like that. It's a really nice addition to our area.
Catie Kersey joining us from Wyoming Seminary, girls lacrosse coach, as we're talking here, the Wyoming Valley Conference, and of course, a District 2. We have plenty of teams here in northeastern Pennsylvania that have joined along to play the game of lacrosse. Well, Catie, we appreciate your time. It's great catching up with you, and we wish you well, and of course, when the playoffs come up in about a month or so.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. It's nice to talk.
All right, you got it. It's Catie Kersey from Wyoming Seminary here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.